What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Commanders preseason week 1 recap as the Browns lost a tough one tonight by a final score of 17-15, and they are now 1-1 on the preseason. But of course, as we know, preseason records don't matter. But what does matter is that you get out of each game healthy and you look good. And for the most part, the Browns got out of tonight's game relatively healthy. I mean, guys got banged up. Elijah Moore had to get an x-ray on his rib, but from what I understand, those x-rays came back negative. So hopefully he'll be good to go. I mean, we're not going to see him for the rest of the preseason. We already know that. I just need him to be ready to go for week 1 against the Bungles. That's all I need, you know? I don't think we're going to see the starters for the rest of the preseason. Of course, we got 2 joint practices coming up against the Eagles this upcoming week, so yeah, there's no reason to see the starters in the game. But you look at what went down in this game early on, starting offense looked good. Deshaun Watson looked like his old self, running around. Didn't look like he struggled with the wet surface due to the immense amounts of rain that came down earlier this evening. Of course, the game was supposed to start at around 7:40, but of course, there was like an hour weather delay, so the game didn't really start until almost 9, which is why I'm just now doing this video. So yeah, overall, starting offense looked good. Starting defense was getting after it. Of course, on the first drive, Deshaun Watson drove us down the field, got into the red zone, looked like we were going to score a touchdown. And then on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski got ballsy, went to go for it, and he failed miserably, which of course led to the defense going out there and forcing a penalty in the end zone, which of course resulted in a safety, which for the longest time was actually the only points we had in this game. Funny enough, at halftime, the score was 14-2 Washington. And then DTR came in. Yeah, and the offense all of a sudden started humming again. Right? Yeah. DTR is looking like he could potentially take over the number 2 QB spot if he keeps this up. Because based off of what I saw tonight, yeah, Josh Dobbs ain't it. For sure. Kellen Mond did show promise. I mean, he went 7 of 12, 79 yards, threw a touchdown. DTR, 9 of 10, 102 yards and a touchdown. Josh Dobbs, 8 of 16, 77 yards, 1 interception. And then, of course, Deshaun Watson, 3 of 3, 12 yards. Yeah, because he didn't really get much out there. I was actually shocked that Watson played, considering, the wet surface. That's a big risk, I'm not trying to see my franchise quarterback get hurt in a meaningless preseason game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got through it healthy, so that's all that matters. Now, when you look at what the Browns did on the ground, Demetric Felton once again looked good. 8 carries, 31 yards. I really think he could be the guy to hold it down until Jerome Ford gets back. I really do. I don't think they go after another running back, especially if Felton keeps this up. And then Elijah Moore had a carry for 18 yards. Yeah, we actually saw Elijah Moore in the backfield. How about that, huh? Love it. Deshaun Watson had 3 carries, 20 yards. Kellen Mond had 3 for 16. Dobbs had 3 for 11. Dorian Thompson-Robinson had 3 for 11. So, how about that? Yeah, all 3 quarterbacks had 3 rushes. Testing out them legs. Good stuff. Now, through the air, Austin Watkins continues to show us why he deserves to be on this team, especially in the absence of Marquise Goodwin. Of course, once we see, Jakeem Grant and Darden and all them, we'll see how this receiving core really shapes out. But Austin Watkins is making a legit case to make this roster. 6 receptions, 71 yards. Miller Forrestall, 4 receptions, 66 yards. David Bell, 3 receptions, 33 yards and a touchdown. Mike Harley Jr., 1 reception, 20 yards and a touchdown. So the one time he actually caught the ball, he made it count. Yep, Cedric Tillman, 2 for 7. Elijah Moore had 1 for 6. Jordan Akins had 1 for 5. David Njoku only had 1 catch for a yard. Anthony Schwartz, 3 targets, 0 receptions. Yeah, buddy, you're gone. Because it's the preseason, so you need to show us why you deserve to be on this team. And so far, Anthony Schwartz is showing us why he deserves to be booted. I would not be shocked if Anthony Schwartz is among the first wave of cuts coming up. I would not be shocked at all. He hasn't shown nothing. He's shown diddly squat. It's crazy, man. Like, I had you essentially on the bubble. I thought, okay, with Marquise Goodwin missing time, maybe you make the team. Maybe. No. Austin Watkins saw the opportunity, and it's looking like he's going to take full advantage, and he might make the team. I think he will. Anthony Schwartz, on the other hand, bye-bye. Have fun in the XFL, buddy. Yeah, I think he's probably XFL bound or whatever. USFL, AFL, IFL, OFL, EFL. I don't know. Knowing him, he'll be lucky to freaking play in freaking Japan, Mexico. I don't know. He can't show me anything. I mean, the dude's more a track star than a football player. You know, he's a runner, he's a track star. And he's got hands made of concrete. Oh my God. Talk about stone hands, man. Stone hands Schwartz. Ay, man. It's crazy. Now, on the defensive side, we amassed 2 whole sacks from 4 different players. All had a half a sack. Jeremiah Martin, Mo Hurst, Mike Ford, and Tommy T. So that's good to see, you know, guys are getting after the quarterback a little bit. We also had 7 QB hits as well. So yeah, they were definitely getting after the quarterback, which was nice to see. And we also had 2 interceptions from former Buckeye Ronnie Hickman. Love to see that as well. I think he's making a case to make this team. We'll see how things go. Now, as far as guys who truly deserve to be on the next bus out, Cade York, again, wide right. My God, he's running out of chances. Why did we not bring in another kicker to compete with him during camp? Because at this point, this dude's gone through camp thinking, I'm the only option. They must really like me. Whereas, if we would have brought in another kicker, he would have had that pressure of, I must make my kicks, because if I don't, my job is gone. They brought in another punter, right? Why couldn't they bring in another kicker? Makes no sense to me. Maybe because they're afraid that, you know, their kicker that they drafted could get beat out. But after doing this last couple weeks, oh yeah, he could be gone, man. I could really see him being sent packing once the first wave of cuts happen. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much they really believe in Cade. Do they think he can bounce back? Or is his goose cooked? We'll have to wait and see. Now, getting into my post-game observations. Number 1, DTR is still him. Oh, yeah. He's looking more and more like our number 2 quarterback. Last week, he looked great. This week, he looked as good, if not better. Yep. Number 2, first team offense and defense look good. Yep. Deshaun Watson and company look great in their first action of the preseason. And we got a nice little glimpse of what to expect from the first team defense. Even after their weather delay, they still played. Shockingly enough, considering the injury risk. But hey, I'll take it. You know, we got to see Zadarius Smith out there with Dalvin Tomlinson. No Shelby Harris or Miles. I kind of figured Shelby wouldn't play because he literally just got here. But yeah, no Miles. We saw JOK wearing number 6. That's going to take some getting used to, right? But yeah, Good to see him out there. No Anthony Walker, no Greg Newsome, no Denzel Ward, as you'd expect. Martin Emerson was out there. AJ Green. Yeah. Juan Thornhill. No Grant Delpit, for good reason. He graduated LSU. So congratulations, Grant. Can't wait to see you back in town. And hopefully you, do good with that degree. Oh, man. Hopefully, he'll have a long and prosperous football career. And then once his career is over, he can utilize that degree for something good for his post-playing career. But at least he has something to fall back on, right? Because you never know. As they say, the NFL does stand for the not-for-long league. Never know. It's good to have something to fall back on, though. But yeah, I think Grant will be just fine when it comes to his playing career. As long as he doesn't get hurt. That's his only concern. Yeah, because of course he did have that major injury a couple years ago. If he can stay healthy, I think he'll be here for a long time. Because that dude is a dog. Big time. Yeah. And then, of course, as you can tell, my third observation is Cade York freaking stinks. He stinks. He's a bum. He needs to be on the first bus out of here. Meaning, when the first wave of cuts are made, he needs to be one of those guys. Because he stinks. I swear, if we keep him on this roster, and this dude misses a crucial kick, oh my God. Oh boy. I can only imagine how Brown's Twitter would react. I think we all know how it would react. They'd be damn near going to Cade's house and, raiding his closet and taking out all his Brown stuff and saying, "You're gone. You're done." They'd pretty much take away his freaking access card. But yeah, he stinks. He needs to either get right or he's gone. It's the way it is. Now, as far as my game MVP goes, it's not DTR, but instead, it's my guy, Ronnie Hickman, who had not one, but 2 interceptions. Yeah, he looked real good out there tonight. I think he could very well make this team. I think he could. We'll see how he does in these final 2 preseason games. But, yeah, I liked what I saw out of him tonight. Big time. So let's hope he can build off of it. Get ready for Philadelphia. Want to see him go out there and do it again. Have another big game against Philly. Then we'll really start talking. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys tonight. And still going on for 13 minutes. Freaking crazy, right? This was fun. Of course, the Browns will be on NFL Network next week, so I will not have to worry about streaming on NFL Plus, which is good, right? Which means no stream freeze. Man, if I had $1 for every time I said stream freeze, I'd be rich. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and we'll see what the Browns do in terms of roster moves. I expect a little bit of roster shakeup as we get closer to our next game, and we'll see what happens. But with that being said, Crazy Dog, let's go Browns, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.